My sister, she gets away with everything. According to my parents and all the teachers, my sister, the star student, the class president, the popular kid, is excellent and never does anything wrong. I mean, I'm always being held up to her standards. It's always, when Emily was your age, she already, or maybe you followed what Emily does, you'd get it right. I am sick and tired of always being compared to her. No one ever stops to think about my feelings. They don't even care about anything that concerns me unless I make a mistake. Listen, I know I'm not the best at, well, anything, but is it too much to ask for a good job, Julian, or we're proud of you? It must be too hard because I have never heard anyone say those things to me my whole life. Just once, I want the praise that Emily gets. Just once, I want to be a good comparison. I don't want to be the screw-up that I am. People say you shouldn't live for the praise of other people, but I think the opposite is true. Praise means you're actually doing something right in your life. And I've never gotten any recognition, so clearly I must not be doing anything right. I mean, I don't even know where I would start. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, I will never be good enough. And what breaks me the most is that no one sees me hurting. No one sees me cry. Not because I don't show it, but because they don't bother looking for it.
I told Jackie it was okay, but I don't know what I said it was okay. I've liked Vic for so long. He's never asked me out, and I guess I can't wait forever. I'm not gonna ask him out, not like Jackie. And Jackie's so aggressive. I can't believe she's gonna ask him out. It makes me so mad. Maybe I should have been the one to make the first move. I don't know. And I bet he's gonna say yes to Jackie. They're gonna start dating and I have to live with the regret that I didn't do anything. Why couldn't he just ask me out? That makes no sense. I feel that he likes me. No, you know what? I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna get to him before Jackie. And I don't care what I told her because I like him first. And I wanna date him, and that's it, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm confused. What do you think I should do?
It's hard, to trust someone. I don't think I really have before. My mom used to be so different. I get pictures sometimes. You know when you get that picture in your head and you know it's gonna last you the rest of your life? The first time I saw my mom with a black eye was one of those. She was in the kitchen making breakfast and she turned around and looked at me. She didn't say anything and neither did I, but she didn't have to. I knew what she meant. She looked so old, like she was empty inside. That's when I knew I would never love someone or let someone love me so much that I would let them do that to me. I don't really talk about my dad much. I mean, there's not much to talk about. He's just kind of this shadow, this figure that used to haunt us until one day he got pissed off and left. I thought I was going to be so happy when he left, but as soon as he left, my mom took his place and I took hers.
You're telling me I have to share a room? This is outrageous. You know we live in a 2-bedroom apartment and yet you still decided to get pregnant? Thank you for being so considerate, Mom. I'm turning 13 next month, which means, you know what I need? Privacy. This just isn't fair. None of my other friends have to share rooms and none of them have mothers like you. You don't care about me and you're not there for me when I need you. Why weren't you there to help me cook dinner when I was too young to use the stove? And why weren't you there to help me with my math homework? Oh yeah, I remember now. You're too busy running off with guys that stuck around for one reason and one reason only. Who banged you up this time? Was it John or Carl, Steve, someone I haven't met yet? Are they gonna take care of the baby? Feed them, change their diapers? No, they aren't, and either are you. You and I both know that I'm gonna be fully responsible for this kid that I didn't even ask for. But you know what? I'm up for the challenge. I will not only share my room, but as soon as I get a job, I will use my money from my paycheck to buy the kid the coolest toys on the market. I'll give them the childhood that you never gave me. I'll make them feel loved and I'll make time for them. I'll give them everything you didn't give me.
I feel so guilty, Grandma. I was driving along Morningside Road when it happened, and I should have been focused on the road, but I was distracted with the earpiece of my phone. And when I looked back up, I saw him standing there with his arms stretched out, looking directly into my eye. And thump. I slammed on my brake as hard as I could, but I knew it was too late. I felt the impact. This cute, adorable, playful little squirrel who was just trying to cross the street to play with his friends, and I came along and ended his entire existence. And I saw them. I saw the other squirrels. There were about 5 of them just across the road waiting for their friends so they could go play. And I killed them. And then when I got out of the car, I was shaking, and I had to will myself to see the front bumper because I was still hoping that maybe what I felt wasn't real, or maybe I just tapped the little guy and he was just a bit shaken up. But no, he was squishing to my bumper like a pancake, and I'm to blame, Grandma. I have a stain on my heart that can't ever be erased because I killed him.
Dad, you will let me take the car myself. I'm gonna be 16 in 2 weeks. Technically, my learner's permit requires you to be in the car with me, and technically I don't get my license for 2 weeks. But you already know I can drive. You told me I'm better than Mom. I can 3-point turn, parallel park, and I observe traffic laws like a religion. God, this is so unfair. I hate you. You're gonna ruin me socially. The coolest girls in freshman year, the ones who don't talk to me and live in massive houses on the hill, and whose parents are all probably making huge donations at Mom's gala tonight, they started talking to me because they needed a ride to the dance. And I was like, I can take you. And they were like, you're 16? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, cool. And I've been eating lunch with them every day this week. It was well thought out. You and Mom were supposed to be at the gala thing tonight. You weren't supposed to be stuck at home with a stupid fever. If I let them down, if I don't get in that car right now and take them to the dance, I'm dead, or I might as well be. I'll be marked, mocked, and probably shunned. They will make it their lives' work to ruin me. My life will become a living hell. I'm not being dramatic, Dad. I'm being accurate. So please, I'm begging you, just go to sleep. You have a fever, you know. You need your rest. So just go to sleep now, and I'll be back in exactly 3 hours when you wake up, right before Mom gets home. I'm begging you. My life depends on it.
I'm not drunk, Mom. I'm awake. Wide awake. I see things very clearly. I see how you treated me growing up, and how you left me to fend for myself. You don't remember, do you? All those times I had to walk into town and search through garbage containers and dumpsters behind McDonald's just so I could eat. If I didn't, I would have starved to death. Just like Louis. Well, he didn't starve, he died because he was too young to take it, right? This whole life, I'm done. I'm done thinking that one day it can change. The only way that change will happen is if I make change for myself, and I'm leaving. No more bumping into random men in the kitchen during the middle of the night. No more sleazy smells from all the drugs and booze you've been doing. No more waiting for a look, a smile, something, anything that tells me you see me. You never cared about me. You selfish waste of life. You only cared about me if it served you well in some way. Whenever I'm no use to you, I disappear from your mind. Well, now I've disappeared for good. You can keep your life. I want no part of it.
I don't think it's me most times, because talking to you, when I try to get my point across and get you to see my side of things, it's like trying to convince a donkey that it's a dog. It's just not possible. Maybe that's not the best analogy, but you are so hard to talk with. And sometimes I think you are so stubborn just to be stubborn, just to spite me. And all I'm saying is that sooner or later, we'll reach a point as sisters where that's all it'll be. Just this stubborn arrangement. And I don't want that. I don't think you do either. I think you'd rather get along and let pride or ego or whatever it is that stands between us come to an end. Is it so hard for us to try and talk things out?
I never realized how much space books take up in my head and in my mind. I mean, it's
kind of sad. I didn't think I relied on fictional characters as much. My mom always used to say, Lizzie, you need to go outside. Lizzie, you need to make friends. Why? Why do I have to deal with the drama of friend group when I could sit inside and enjoy a good mystery? I mean, yeah, I do have friends, but ever since I was a kid, books were my go-to. Some kids read to escape, others read for fun. Me, I read for the people I could be. Now that I think about it, I've never really had an original thought. Everything's been taken from a book. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. Who wouldn't want to be Elizabeth Bennet? But now that I'm going to be in college and I'm no longer going to be the only third grader that's read Pride and Prejudice, someone's bound to realize that Lizzie and Eliza aren't clever nicknames my family made for me, but names I forced them to call me so I could be like my favorite book character. So, for that reason, I decided to go on a book cleanse. I have 3 months to complete my own unique personality for college. Obviously, it's not going well, but that's besides the point. The point is, I'm no longer being the book nerd who dreams of being in every book they've ever read, cries over fictional characters, and wants to do something only because the strong female protagonist did it. I'm a social butterfly with my own unique personality, and I don't rely on books for happiness.